of like, is this deck going to be okay in modern? You want to ask yourself, can this deck do something kind of obnoxious and broken? Leagues just reset JW, so like even the modern league didn't even have 300 people in it, so like they're all kind of small right now. Magic Online's kind of expensive, so there aren't actually that many people that play it, if we're being honest here. This hand has a Chancellor in it, so maybe it's fine. If we get really lucky on this Faithless Looting, the hand is great. Need a Reanimate spell and a Black Source. Yeah, good. I think I'm gonna keep this on the fact that I get to Chancellor my opponent here. I think this is the reason I'm keeping. It's like pretty marginal otherwise. This is my Chancellor of the Annex. Please enjoy your stay. So for those unfamiliar, we could reveal Chancellor here to counter their first spell unless they pay 1. Yeah, it's a great draw. So we get to go ahead and bin Grizzly Bees and the Chancellor here. Pass the turn. I mean, it doesn't not do anything. It puts a creature in the bin. Like that's half the combo is like getting a pooper in the yard. And like Faithless Looting provides some selection, so I think this hand is fine. I am not going to profess to understand what I'm doing here, but I think this hand is fine. The Tidespout Tyrant is for bouncing problem permanents. It's very good against lands. That's a good play to win line, Griffinson. I think the hand needed too much help. I think expecting to draw exactly the 2 pieces you want is a little bit narrow. So I could Collective Brutality them here. I don't hate that. Maybe a little sad if they wasteland us. Okay. Just waiting to draw a thing. One of our reanimate spells, Stoneforge Mystic, gonna go get Batterskull, so their hand will be Snapcaster, Flooded Strand, Batterskull, and then 1 card we don't know. This promo Stoneforge is great. I agree. This was Grand Prix promo, I believe. This is, you know, sometimes you just don't find the other half of your combo. We did keep a hand that was missing half our combo, so I could have mulliganed a little bit more aggressively here for sure. I guess I could Petal Looting here. I could hit land Reanimate spell. Yeah, I'm gonna go Petal Looting. That's probably worthwhile. Flashback Looting next turn now. There's so few lands in this deck, I'm gonna fetch to thin. Alright, so if I cast this, this puts me to 3. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. I think we need to hit this turn. Lordy. And like I said, we kept this hand without having any kind of interaction in it. So like, Splinter Twin. I like the cut of your jib, opponent. I like the cut of your jib. Banned in Modern, must be busted in Legacy. Did we forget to put... That's a very good question. Asking the hard-hitting question. Asking for the truth here, really. The only wrong decision we could have made this game was possibly the opening hand that I kept. But, like, we've also seen 12 cards without any of our, what, 13 reanimate spells? 11? We've got, 4, 8, 11. Yeah. Hey, Bulb! With the brand new Twitch Prime subscription. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Welcome. No point in casting this Faithless Looting because we just mill over the top 2 cards of our deck. Can I change the battle board and sleeves? I wish. We're probably just dead because of the Snapcaster Mage. Huh. Put this on Griselbrand, right? To draw a bunch of cards. Looking for a force. Is what it is, what it is. Do you have it, opponent? They can also hit a Deceiver X Archon and tap and Twittis here, right? Force pitching True Name. That'll be all she wrote. Alright, so what do we want to do here? This isn't a Tidespout Tyrant matchup. These dorks are all fine. I don't know if I want an extra fatty to put into play. This Grave Titan's probably okay. Collective Brutality seems fine as a discard spell, discard outlet, and it kills their Stoneforge Mystics offhand. Elesh beats the combo. That is technically correct. Sure, let's do it. Maybe I'm supposed to like default to board against some number of sneak attacks. Is that true? You want to leave Unmask in for some discard? I mean, like, all the cards seem okay. It's like, what are they worse than, right? But the deck like this, less is more, is usually like a good motto to have when you're sideboarding. Yeah, I cut the Spirit Guides. I think that makes sense. His hand is like good, but again, just like we're a 3-card combo deck basically. It just doesn't do anything. We don't have a way to actually get a pooper into our bin. This is certainly a keep. We're gonna bottom that land. Bottom that land. We could have unmasked ourselves, huh? Oh, I also just used the wrong... I used the wrong one of those. I have 3 mana here. You have Force Tier. Surgical Extracted. Alright, move on to the next one. Yeah, I definitely punted that. They shouldn't have mulliganed. The first hand was great, right? Like, the first hand beat Force of Will. The 7, I didn't realize I could unmask myself. We could have unmasked myself to then put something else into play. Yeah, unmask is either player, so we could have unmasked and then Lotus Petal and put our thing back into play. Well, they would have had to pay 1 mana to play a spell on the first turn. You want this? Yeah, that sounds great, right? Doesn't have any defensive measures. It's a turn 2, though. So, like, what you have to evaluate in situations like this, what's your life EV of continuing playing? Like, I'm probably like sub 2% to win that game or whatever crazy number you want to make up. So it's like, why am I gonna continue playing when I could just like move on with my life? No, I had to hit a 1 mana reanimation spell, of which I don't have many. It's fine. It's okay to lose. It's okay to move on with your day and get to the next one. It's yeah, legacy. Roar! All right, basic swamp Thoughtseize you. What are we gonna do? We're gonna cut these. Welcome to Legacy, bitch. All right. Cut your losses and move on. The opponent understands. I like the cut of our opponent's gym. Yeah, sure. In a tournament, we're gonna make them play it out, right? We'll play for the 2%, like the game's not going to time. But on Magic Online, I could just like hop into another match and be ready for it. Do you think it's a mirror? What do you want? Show me which one you want, dude. You gotta communicate. You wanna watch Y? At least Legacy doesn't pretend to be fair. Yep. I'm gonna just bring in some Unmask here. Let's just do this. You want a bus? Is that what you're saying? You want a bus? Yeah, they could be a fair deck that just like didn't have anything past the Thoughtseize. Yeah, this hand's the nuts, right? Yeah, it's pretty good. Let's see what they take here. They might take like the Dark Ritual, right? So they have a force of some sort here. It's just ritual into Exhume, right? What's the right thing to get here? Is it just Sire of Insanity? It's just Sire of Insanity, right? That way I don't lose my Griselbrands if they have a surgical here. Sweet. I had the read. Yeah, because if they don't have surgical, they're not going to take that, right? So, something that's kind of interesting is that if I put my opponent on having the surgical extraction there, which I kind of did, maybe I'm supposed to wait a turn. Because if I wait a turn, I can exhume with 2 different creatures in the bin. Like, I can entomb in response to their surgical extraction, and, like, we might get them that way. Yeah, exactly. So, like, maybe waiting was right. So for Rexian Totem, just play whatever poop you want. Do I want to, like, Dark Ritual and cast this Faithless Looting? I kind of do, but I kind of don't. Oh no, a Dark Ritual mirror match. That's terrifying. Just like a Nether Void? Yeah! Yeah, dunzo. Alright, so what would we have drawn? If I had a Ritual, we would have hit it. Tilt. Alright, so now that we know what the opponent is doing, Grave Titan seems great. Iona seems great. No more black spells. Yep, seems decent. Do I want these unmasks? Collective Brutality seems slow, right? I think I like this. Maybe this Magus of the Boot is fine. Let's just a bit like this. See how it goes. This is the turn 1 this, right? Unmask, pitch ritual. Unmask, pitch ritual, reanimate this. Right? Unmasked, pitch ritual. Yeah. I did it, chat fam. I realized I could combo. Look at that. Quick learner here. Quick learner. That Hoagland, he's so smart when he's not conceding games that he should be winning. Alright, all your spells cost an extra. Go ahead. Yeah, but the first one's probably just gonna get countered. I'm gonna wait until I have one extra card. I guess I could flash back the looting next turn. It's not the game. They could smallpox before anything else comes up. I probably should have waited a turn on this. I should have waited a turn on that. They're gonna cast a spell, it gets countered, they're gonna untap and like Innocent Blood us, and we'll be really sad. This is just the best Belcher deck. Triggers. Yeah, so they're casting the Surgical just to like bounce these triggers off. So, because the first trigger only happens for the first spell they play in a game. So, Innocent Blood here actually puts us pretty far behind. We're actually just gonna get turn 2 smallpox. It might be a quick day for Magic. $24 is my limit on how much money I can hemorrhage on Magic Online in one sitting. It's my ceiling. We actually just can't beat this card, right? I'm pretty sure we're gonna give it the old college best, I suppose, here, but I'm pretty sure we're cold to that one. We have a Tidespout Tyrant. Good call, good call. We do, in fact, have a Tidespout Tyrant. I'm gonna concede to the Nether Void, though. Am I allowed to concede yet? Am I? Why is there a draw a card button if it doesn't work, Magic Online? I mean, technically we're not done yet. Is this vintage? What is going on? What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Probably both. Confirmed both. Look, we can run off the 3-0 from here and get my $12 back. Get my 12 American dollar Roonies back. Man, we haven't cashed a league in a while, huh? No, we cashed the modern leagues the other night, right? We cashed the Jund and the Goryo leagues. What next if Hex? What deck? I think I'm gonna start with the Furiko deck today in Hex. And draw some cards, combo kill some people. We were pretty consistently cashing with Trotted Legacy. You're not wrong. My cash rate with Trotted Legacy is exceedingly high. We haven't heard the Trot song in a while. Yep. I kind of want to stick other Lilianas into this Jund deck and just like play 6 Liliana Jund. Kind of want to play a Jund with 6 Lilianas in it. And the Brabble Master, because who doesn't love a good Brabble Master, really? Dink Fadant. Ooh, we got a victim. Would love to play first. I'm just gonna do a double check here because I've messed this up before, but this doesn't have a way to put anything in the bin, right? We can put a Simian Spirit Guide in the bin. Red God and Jund actually sounds kind of interesting. It's kind of expensive though. 4 mana is a lot of mana in Modern. Yeah, the Planeswalker rule went into effect with yesterday's downtime. Yeah, this hand's fine, right? Looking for a land. And for a Dark Ritual. Is that good? I feel like that's fine. And the play. Be so much better on the draw. Chose to play first. Rats, what a chump. Chose to play first. The question is, do I want to Thoughtseize on one? I don't know that I do. I probably want to Thoughtseize on one, but I really want to draw this Dark Ritual. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass. Yeah, I think it's keep pass. Hey, look at that! Someone who doesn't have blue spells in their deck. You think they're about to get fucked up? What are the odds they're about to get fucked up? Probably pretty good. Probably pretty good. Pretty good. What am I putting into play? What am I putting into play, ladies and gentlemen? It's just Grizzly Bees, right? Never not Grizzly Bees. Opponent has no blue cards in their deck because they're as dumb as we are. It's just Grizzly Bees and draw some cards so we can put all the things into play. Do that. Haven't even played a land yet this turn. Rats, we didn't find the Dark Ritual. It's pretty unlucky. It's actually like marginally unlucky that we didn't find another one. Alright, I guess we gotta discard. It's fine. We're still gonna win the game. We're still gonna win the game. I promise. I promise. Games will be won, opponent. Oh yeah, Dealer's choice. Take away your favorite. I should have kept the, should have kept my extra Exhume. Oh no, my opponent doesn't want to play Magic anymore. It's unfortunate. This is the matchup the Meltdown is for. In case anyone was wondering. Magus of the Moon seems fine. Is this a sneak attack matchup? Or is this just like a Collective Brutality is real bad here? Let's cut these. They're probably playing some weird kind of mud post Eldrazi deck. The video, I will publish the modern video on my thing right now. In case you would like to watch Modern instead of Legacy for some reason. Support. Oh, God, that's funny. Yeah, I didn't even realize that. Yeah, that's gross. Alright, I guess I'll just do this. Oh, or less, right? Oh, yeah, I knew what I was doing. I thought that card hit Chalice. I was like, this card would be really bad if it didn't hit Chalice. You almost got me there. Almost. Almost. I bounced back. This hand seems fine. It needs a Reanimate, but it's got like a Faithless Looting and an Unmask. I think this is a fine keep. Probably don't need two Entombs here. Well, I guess I could pitch an Entomb to the Unmask. Yeah, that's probably worthwhile. Alright, guess I don't need this Unmask. Kinda wish I'd have kept the mana. Posts. I mean, they mulligan to 6 and their deck likely doesn't have particularly good hands against us. Like, decks like what the opponents like are really miserable against fast combo decks. Double Entomb here at end step, get a variety of poopers in my bin. No, I don't think so, Bob. Although I might have wanted to keep that pedal. I don't think that Unmask isn't really going to do anything. I'm not expecting like surgical extraction or counter magic out of them. It's kind of a race to a thing here. Sure. Not the end of the world. That only cuts off 4 of our 11 reanimate spells. The Eye of Vugad's actually kind of annoying for us. It means they're going to get to put threats into play. So I'll do this. And then I'll Animate Dead the Tidespout Tyrant. Then I'll cast Lotus Petal, trigger Tidespout Tyrant, bounce Chalice of the Void to your hand. Then I'll cast Thoughtseize, trigger Tidespout Tyrant, bounce Cloud Post to your hand. Take your Chalice of the Void. I'll cast Unmask, pitching this. Don't take anything out of your hand. Trigger Tidespout Tyrant, pick up your Eye of Eugene. Just like put you behind on mana. Yep. Right, pass the turn. Maybe casting the Thoughtseize is wrong, so I couldn't draw 7 cards now. Yes, Faithless Looting, trigger Tidespout Tyrant, pick up your Cloud Post. Man, if opponent wants to keep playing Magic, I'm gonna allow them to continue playing Magic. Alright, let's cast this Dark Ritual, trigger Tidespout Tyrant, pick up your Glimmer Post. So, this is just artifacts, right? Oh, yeah. Going for the old perfects here. Cast this, trigger Tidespout Tyrant, pick your Ancient Tomb up. Oh no, my opponent didn't want to play Magic anymore. Come back, opponent. Maybe put some blue cards in your deck next time. The old college best. Good morning, afternoon, and good night to everyone, wherever you're on the world. I hope you're having half as much fun as we are here this morning, battling some Legacy. My name is Jeff Hogood. We're just hanging out, playing some TCGs. If you're enjoying what you see, please hit that follow button. It doesn't cost you anything. It helps other people find my stuff. If you're really enjoying what you see and help me produce more TCG content, there's a couple different ways you do that. The best way is by subscribing on Twitch. It's currently September, so all new subscriptions are half off. You can also support my content by supporting my sponsors. MTGOtraders.com, willing to buy and sell Magic Online cards. If you've used code Hoagland PayPal at checkout with them, you'll save 8% on all of your singles orders. Cool Stuff Inc.com buys and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Using code Jeff5, you can save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Singles with them. InkGaming.com can help you customize your gaming experience. Using code Jeff12, you could save 12% on custom playmats, mouse pads, and sleeves with them. You could upload your own custom artwork or select from their wide range of artist stuff on their website. And finally, SpareDeck.com. They offer kind of a unique service. They will rent you any physical, standard, or modern deck. If you're someone like me that plays in paper kind of sparingly, they're a great service. Catch you later, Betty. You want a different show? Or you want some chips? You want a snack? This hand doesn't do anything, right? I'm on the draw? I'm gonna keep this on the draw. Give me a bowl. Get Declan, right here in front of the TV. Declan, bowl, right there. Get the orange one. The orange one, kid. No, yeah, there you go. Good job. Yeah. I have some tater chips, tater tot. Man, I am fucking salt incarnate right now. I am just like the most solid brick of salt that like imaginable is me right now. What a T-I-L-T cavern merfolk. They're playing merfolk. Got it? Got it? No! All right, I suppose we could just rip 2 lands, right? We could just rip 2 lands in a row. One curse gets you away from seppuku, right? All right, so these dorks are good. Got the spirit guides. Is Iona actually that good? So, like, they have Echoing Truth in their deck? This is just a turn one thing, right? This is a turn one thing. All right, got it. This is what we do. This is how we do. Do 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 do. Beep 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 beep. You think so? I could see that. We should get like Echoing Truth down 3 and be really sad here. They don't play Vapor Stag, but they do play Echoing Truth usually because it bounces Merit Liege. Yeah, but they're gonna get to Echoing Truth before we kill them. Like if they have 3 lands, so. Yeah, I think Magic Wiser was right there that we're supposed to do the thing where we Griselbrand on 2 instead. The Legacy Merfolk doesn't play Harbinger of Tides. And we're certainly not playing around to Harbinger of Tides. Are we just dead to land? Oh, we're actually just dead on board, right? Yeah, play getting Griselbrand was much better. So we definitely 10 out of 10 could have probably won this game. I don't know about the match, but that game was certainly very, very winnable. So we punted the second game here, and we punted the second game here. Wrap-ups on the Black-Red Reanimator deck. It felt like I was about expecting it to feel. This felt Goblin Char Belcher-esque without any real upside. Like, it's got some interaction and some card selection, but, like, at the core, you're just, like, really this glass cannon-y type thing. This particular configuration that I copied has some kind of awkward potential, like Collective Brutality is like this kind of interactive card, but like you're kind of just trying to go all in. So like, I think the builds with 4 Unmask in the main are probably have the right idea going. If you feel like you want to play this deck and you need to be more interactive, you probably just shouldn't be playing this deck. You should play something that's like actually an interactive combo deck. Buried Alive is super slow and clunky. I mean, just go faster than them. Go faster than them. Hey, you could register 4 Brainstorms in Legacy, in fact. Register 4 entire copies of Brainstorm. It's weird. It's way more copies than you can register in Vintage.